All right. I think the students were waiting eagerly.
Nice to see that.
Yes. All right. So I think we're good to go and start off with the webinar. So a very warm welcome to all of you to another very amazing session on Siksha. And as we know, we have already done a webinar with Tushar sir on English for SSC CGL. So now we are back for SSC CHSL. So I think you can start putting all your queries here for this entire 1 hour. Will be here to answer your queries and help you and guide you for the upcoming exam. So firstly, I like to welcome Mr. Tushar Chawla, who is an English faculty with more than 6+ years of experience from Plutus Academy. So welcome to our webinar again. Thank you so much for joining us.
It is pleasure joining once again in this webinar. And good evening, all the students. Good evening, Shakti, Amol, and all the students. And today's session is going to be pretty exciting. So let's see what we have in store for today. So
Absolutely. And I think we just start off with a very basic question is time required for preparing this whole exam. And also, so before we start off with the basic questions, there's just one common query that we would like to know is what exactly is the difference or similarities between SSC, CGL and CHSL? If we could start off with that.
as we know, CGL is a notch higher as compared to CGL when it comes to the difficulty level. So if I talk about CGL, the difficulty level in CGL is more as compared to SSC CHSL. So in CHSL, you have to practice basic questions. Means you have to keep a level minimum, bare minimum. You don't need to exceed or go to a high level or high medium. If you keep it on bare or medium level also, you will be able to clear the examination easily. So you have to choose very carefully which questions you are practicing. Suppose if you are practicing difficult level of questions and expecting that CHSL will offer difficult questions. No, it is not going to be like that. So in CHSL, the merit will be high, the marks will be scored will be high. So you don't have to practice difficult questions. You have to practice the questions that are of CHSL level. That means you have to practice basic errors, easy synonyms and antonyms, like practicing narrow, opposite of narrow, open-minded. So these kind of questions will be asked, whereas in SSC CGL you will get parochial. Parochial also means narrow-minded, but again over here you are seeing the difference. Parochial is a tough word, whereas narrow is an easy word. So over here you have to keep your level medium, whereas in SSC CGL your level of questions goes high.
Right, absolutely. Thank you, sir, for that answer. And if we talk about the difficulty thing, if we compare SSC English difficulty level to IBPS or SBL English, how much difficult it is, compared to the others?
CHSL as compared to banking PO, bank PO, and other examination. As we know, the criteria, or you say parameters, are different when it comes to SSC CHSL and IBPS PO. The types of questions asked are also different. Means if I talk about IBPS PO, you will see totally different level or different pattern of questions. Like you will see there will be questions like choose the correct sentence. You will be given 5 sentences and you will have to decide which of the sentence is correct. So the questions of grammar will be of advanced level. Word usage will be asked, like you will have to solve questions like decide which word is appropriate, inappropriate. Whereas in CHSL, the level is same every year. The level doesn't change every year. It is basically the same. So it is, we are seeing consistency in the pattern of SSC CHSL. Whereas in banking, you are seeing the match the columns questions. You are seeing the questions that are based on basically reading comprehensions are quite tough. They are quite lengthy, voluminous. Whereas in CHSL, the level is remaining consistently and the same. So you need not practice as per the PO level or the IBPS mains, RRB PO level, or RRB mains level, the question over here is quite simple. So you need to keep it pretty simple, not prepare as per PO, because PO level is quite difficult, but in CHSL your level is quite easy. Just need to score more in CHSL as compared to PO examination.
Right. Okay. We have another question in similarity to this is English level in UPSC civil services. So Amidala Sai Tarun wants to know about the English level for UPSC civil services.
So as if we talk about CSAT, basically